You know, I'm a student of parliamentary history. But I love Parliament. It's the best arm of the government machinery for me.
Yeah, his father was.
And we've had challenges with our parliamentary history because of the fact that coup d'etats come and they are wiped off the landscape, leaving the executive and the judiciary intact. Even not that they are not challenged, but the parliament vanishes of the political landscape, and that has led to a lot of problems. As we speak, we really historically, in this Fourth Republic, haven't had what we can call a parliament house in the true sense of the word. The last one, the old Parliament House itself, was actually a town hall. If you remember, it was known as George something Memorial Hall, one of the colonial governments. Transit into Fourth Republic, initially we had to use the conference center. And then after modification, it moved to the conference center, the Accra International Conference Center, I meant. But after we had modified the Kwame Nkrumah Conference Center, they moved in there. The tower, that's the Job 600, has been undergoing all sorts of renovations and rehabilitation in order to provide offices and things. So strictly speaking, now we have Jubilee House, which is the presidency. We don't have a parliamentary edifice in the true sense of the word. But we've used some state monies to do all sorts of modifications and renovations. In principle, I'm not against building a new parliamentary chamber. In principle, I'm not. I've observed the public outcry and uproar and the way it's going. And I keep on saying this point, and I'm happy a member of parliament is sitting here. When these issues come and they are thrown out there into the streets, I'm not talking CDD, Occupy Ghana, they do very measured, serious arguments. But when it's thrown out there, no politician, no politician or administration wins that battle. The masses win. Because people play on the keyboards of people's emotions. It becomes an emotive matter, and nobody is ready to listen.
But as it stands now, the majority leader says they will take into account the views. Meanwhile, they have already started. And my question really is, do they have an option in this?
I'm coming. See, I'll give you one classic example. When Nkrumah was setting up, building the Job 600, there was agitation in this country. There were people who were opposed to it. And I'll read, I'll read something here. This is June 1st, 1966. It's scaled from Ghana, 1966, the 67 edition. It was compilation of news items by the Ministry of Information. Chairman of EFA Housing Commission announces in Kumasi that the Nkrumah government spent $6.6 million pounds to provide houses for workers within 10 years, while the ex-president spent as much as £8 million to construct Job 600 within 10 months to house heads of states of Africa for 10 days. This was supposed to be an indictment of Nkrumah. Job 600, but the fact that we lacked maintenance culture, served useful purposes over a period, 20, 30 years. Those who were taking him on were short-sighted and did propaganda. I can cite other examples. My understanding of this new parliamentary chamber complex is that we are not talking of the debating chamber alone. A lot of people are focused on the debating chamber, which we have reconfigured and done so many things to move from 200 seated to 230 and then to 275. What I have found out is that it is a complex that will come with other facilities offices for the table clerk, for the verbatim reporters who, you know, they move from the job 600 to they commute off and on because there is not enough space. The press gallery, the public gallery, all those things. Indeed, an archive for parliamentary records.
There'll be a church, there'll be a museum. Diplomatic offices.
And it is a project that will be completed, in fact, if it starts over about 5-6 year period.
For now, he was talking about 3.
You need, I think, communication. You see, communication has been a serious problem for how this matter was put into the public domain.
But the question people are asking is, you talk about Job 600, now we have it, and the MPs use it, and they are doing a bit of extension to it. We have the main chamber, they've done works on it. So the question people are asking is, now we have this. Forget about the fact that it's not like Parliament House, but we know it is Parliament House, even though it's not.
I thought you understood what I meant.
I get that, yes. So the question is, why do you want to spend money again to do this? And guess what? There's this woman who called me and said, it's
the populist thing.
You
I
see?
understand, but it's populist.
So they are not thinking
it's
about...
the same thing I read. What I read about Nkrumah captures what you have just told me. Jubilee House, when it was being put up, the same thing happened. Don't forget. The same thing. The same argument happened. To the extent that people said they will not reside in there. They will turn it into a pottery something. Same things do happen. No? Look. Oh, you don't know. I can give you.
Are you sure?
Wow. See, this particular Parliament House is not even disability friendly. It's not. We passed the Act 10 or so years ago. The complex is envisaged that the new complex will have all those facilities.
We passed the Act almost 13 years ago. We gave a moratorium to now of 10 years, and the moratorium is elapsed.
Division rooms. Division rooms. He's a member of Parliament. Division rooms insufficient, not even properly suited for the work to be done.
Okay.
My view, of course, because of the public uproar, I see, looking to the crystal ball, people putting this thing on hold. I see it. I can feel it.
Okay.
But I am saying that one way or the other, we must start with this project.
Okay.
But let me finish.
I disagree.
Let me finish. See, I'm surprised Sami says he consulted some past members of
the Parliamentary Service Board.
Wow.
Yes.
I will not ask you to mention names, but would you be surprised if you see minutes of the Public Service Board, Parliamentary Service Board, from Justice Annan to Michael Quay, that these are captured in? Would you be surprised?
Very surprised. I'll be very surprised.
Even go for the Hansard, you will get some hints. Alajiti, 2001, 15 January, 2002 rather. It's here in the Hansard.
That the Parliamentary Service Board has discussed.
No. That telling the Parliament that this is the mission. But I'm talking of the Parliamentary Service Board minutes. You know, I keep records. I have Parliamentary Service Board minutes here. I am surprised.
This is when?
Oh,
minutes of when?
This is 2007.
Okay.
I have them here.
And you've gone through and seen something like
No. Oh yes, in terms of parliamentary, during the other speakers, it's here. But I am saying that I'm surprised that any member of the Parliamentary Service Board will tell a member of Parliament.
All right, so let's hear.
Did not discuss.
Let's hear from
That's
Justice
so
Jansen and
they all did.
And
my
Martin,
last point, can I complete? Again, the President Mahama thing, which he tried to make it look like a lightweight matter. I'm surprised. This is the president addressing Parliament. And he says, in my first term, we will seek to strengthen Parliament by, I would skip all the other ones, commence a feasibility study for the construction of a new parliamentary chamber block on the premises of the State House. We would also explore appropriate housing for MPs in order to guarantee their safety and security.
Yeah, he says so. He says feasibility.
Feasibility.
Was it done? No. It wasn't done?
No.
So the president was telling Parliament that
that's why he didn't. This was 2013, 2014. He didn't say a word.
All right.
2015,
okay. Thank you.
2016.
Again, would you be surprised if you saw a feasibility report? Would you?
I would be.
Do you have 1 year?
No.
Okay. Because when you were saying minutes, I knew you had it.
See, I'm trying to hint people that they should be consistent. And they shouldn't think records.
But are you saying there's a feasibility report?
I haven't said that.
Okay.
I've said, so they didn't do any feasibility.
No, that's what my checks indicate.
Okay. Now.